Hey, you made it. Today I'm going to be talking about one of YouTube's biggest enigmas, and that is Benjamin Bennett, also known as the sitting and smiling guy. Now, you may have seen his videos at some point pop up in your feed, or you may have never heard of him like I had, and you just see a random post about it and think, that doesn't really sound like it could be something that someone would do. So you go and check it out, and you check out his live stream that is literally 4 hours of him just sat there staring into the camera. And then you kind of wonder to yourself, why is anyone ever doing this? Why would anyone want to do this or put themselves through it? And it's such a weird and strange YouTube channel to exist. And then after 300 sitting and smiling videos, he decided to change it up and do a walking and talking series where he just talks for 4 hours instead. Whilst also keeping the sitting and smiling videos. Now at this point they're all live streamed and he is up to number 327 now, which essentially means if you do the maths that's 1,308 hours of his life that he has spent just sat staring into a camera for 4 hours whilst not editing it at all, and that is it. And if you do that into days, that is 54.5 days of his life he has spent sitting, looking into a camera, saying nothing and doing nothing but just stare into the camera. Now, this guy is kind of unhinged, but also at the same time, I gotta give it credit where credit's due. This is actually pretty crazy. To do this 3 times a week, 12 hours of your entire week, every week for the past 10 years, I think he's been doing it. He just sits down and just starts staring at the camera. Like, what is going through his mind? A lot of people say that it's like a performance art, or they think it's like this way of showing how time passes and pain and angst and things, but he himself is not giving away the reason why he does it. He's been inundated with messages asking why, but he never actually gives the answer, which kind of adds to the whole mystery of the whole thing, really. But there have been a couple of incidents on stream, so I'll talk about those, and then I'll give sort of more opinions of what I actually think of what is even going on here. Like, I've done my fair share of very lengthy videos on YouTube, and even that comes nowhere near to what he's done. Even Mr. Beast's counting to 100,000 video. That's nothing compared to what this guy's done. 54 days of this. Like, when I sat and unsubscribed and subscribed to Mr. Beast for an hour straight, or read the entire Kung Fu Panda script, those were really long videos to make, but goddamn, it's not 4 hours long every, like, 3 times a week. So, I don't know how true this is or not, I don't know whether this is a legitimate thing or not, but in his 5th video, the 5th ever one of these, when for some reason he suddenly decided he was going to start doing them, a burglar entered his home and basically walked in, saw a guy staring at a camera, sat, saying nothing and doing nothing, said hello, and then left.
Hello?
I don't know how much truth there is in this. You could have just set it up, I guess, to get more people to your page. It is still his most viewed video with 8.5 million views, but it's kind of crazy. But like, if that is true, that is some serious like metal. To not even break character, to not break what you're doing, have someone in your home you don't know, and not even look around. Just carry on staring. Just wild, honestly wild. And there was another incident on stream, which I'm not going to show here, but in the 52nd episode, he basically urinates himself, but doesn't break character again, and just carries on doing it, which is just wild. Like, to do this and to have such like a discipline for sitting there and not even moving, not flinching, not doing anything, even when that happens, is just kind of crazy. But then at the same time, there's another 2 separate incidences I found where he just breaks down in tears halfway through it. For a tiny bit, and then just resumes just going back to his normal sitting and smiling, which again I don't really understand why that would happen, but I guess your personal life can get into YouTube sometimes, and maybe he was fighting his own demons or something. I mean, somebody who sits for 4 hours 3 times a week and films it, there's got to be something going on there in the first place, in my opinion. Um, Good or bad, I don't know, but maybe it's a good outlet for him. Like, I enjoy YouTube, I enjoy making these videos once a week and just having that as a focal point, so I guess maybe it gives him some clarity in his life or something, and he likes to just focus on it, on his art form. I mean, he has only 400,000 subscribers, so something's working, whatever he's doing, but it's just so strange. And I thought I'd make this video and just raise some awareness about it, or show it to you guys, because I just found it interesting in a very creepy kind of weird way, but... But I really don't understand how he's still doing it. Like, where is the end game for this kind of content? When do you stop? When do you actually stop making these videos? Like, how has he managed to keep, like, a job and things for all this time? Like, Does he work, or does he literally just film the videos 3 times a week and the rest of the time? I don't know. Because I don't think he'll be able to live off the money from YouTube. He'll have made a decent amount over 10 years, but it won't be enough to like actually eat from or live from, I wouldn't think. Maybe, but he's not got that many videos on there. It's all like the live stream stuff, so hard to say. The same with the walking and talking, like, where does this all end? Like, that's my bigger question. My question is not why he's doing it. The question is, when does he stop doing it? When does he suddenly decide this is the last video he's going to record? Because I don't understand why he's doing it to begin with, but where does it end? Because he's done so many already. Is he going to stop at 500? Is he going to do this for the rest of his life? Like, it's just strange. It's an interesting art form, to give it credit. It reminds me a lot of those old MrBeast videos where he just does something for a very, very long amount of time. It just kind of looks like it sucks, like reading the entire dictionary or spinning a fidget spinner and things like that. These endurance tests and these sort of tests of mental strength that seem to go quite viral on YouTube. That's why I tried to sort of call onto it myself, but it is always very interesting. I do have some more ideas that I'm going to sort of execute over the next few months. Got a few more ideas that are going to last a particularly long amount of time. I just don't have the time to film them at the moment, but stay tuned for those, I guess. So it's been a bit of a summary of Benjamin Bennett. I've seen a couple other channels make videos like this, probably like 5 years ago or so. I saw a couple of them pop in my feed after I initially found this channel, but I thought I'd give my take on it because, you know, it was an interesting thing to talk about, and yeah, I like sharing random things with you guys from the internet, so why not? But anyway, if you made it this far in the video, please make sure you subscribe. It'll really help the channel out. And with that, I want to thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.